Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do a little get ready with me where I talked about using the Dazzle drops mixed in with my foundation. So I thought I would do that for you guys today. I'm going to try to do full face, and you know how slow I am. So I'm just going to try to get it done without making it overtime. So I'm starting with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the original formula that I always use just about every day. It's my favorite primer. I've mentioned that before. So today is Wednesday. Yeah, today's Wednesday. It's very dreary outside, rainy, and tomorrow it's supposed to be rainy all day. So, the first thing I'm going to do is use my Ideal, is that right? I always get this, no, Flawless Liquid Foundation. The shade I use is Nude, and I'm also going to shake up my Dazzle drops and have them ready to go because they dry kind of quickly and I don't want them to be streaky, so I want to have them ready to go. And I don't do anything special as far as mixing them. I just basically put on my foundation and then I dab the Dazzle drops around my face and blend it all in with the brush. So I'm going to go ahead and get one pump of my foundation and just start kind of putting it around. You know what's so weird, like, I know a lot of people use, like, a sponge applicator, but sponges are hard for me to hold on to, and so I use brushes instead, and I don't know, I think it's weird. I like the way it looks when people use sponges, but for me, a brush is definitely easier. So now I got that dabbed on, and I'm just going to take my Dazzle drops, and I'm going to put some on my finger and just kind of start dotting it in with the foundation. I don't pick up like extra except for what's on the very tip, because I had one day where I was like way glowy and I think I put too much on. So, but I'll powder it afterwards, so if it's, you know, too much, it should tone it down some. And I'm just going to blend it all in with my brush. But it definitely, I think, gives a really pretty luminosity, and it works very well with this foundation, I think. I've also tried it with a Clinique foundation that I'm trying to use up right now. I've had it for a while. I think it's called, well, it's whatever the matte foundation is, like Stay Matte, or Stay Matte's Rimmel. I can't remember. Anyways, it's a completely matte foundation from Clinique. It comes in a tube. I think it's like $20-something. And I like that foundation, but it's a little bit drying now. My skin has changed, and I don't get so oily, and so it's a little bit drying. So I've been mixing the Dazzle drops with that, and I really like it. So as you can see, I've mixed it in, and it's not crazy or anything like that, you know? I always thought it would be like crazy, but it's not. I mean, you can see as I turn, like, and the light hits my face, there is some luminosity there, but it's not anything nuts, you know? Which is cool. So I'm glad I have a hair stuck here. So I'm glad I finally thought to try that. I'm still wearing my nightgown right now. So I'll try not to flash my armpits or anything. I know that's yucky. But I'm going to get dressed after I get finished. But I hate it if I get makeup on my clothes. So I have another Avon concealer. The one I was using I'm currently out of. But I bought a backup of it. It was one of the discontinued. And I don't know where I put it. That's on my list of things to do today and tomorrow, is kind of get my makeup stash back in organization. But I have another concealer here. I don't like it, though. It's the MAC Studio Water Weight Concealer. I bought the wrong shade, and I know I could have just exchanged it, but I don't know. I just didn't. So it's not the formula of the concealer that bothers me. It's more of the, it's like really, really liquidy, and it comes in a dropper. It's the shade more than the formula. I don't mind. And you only need like the smallest amount of it, but it's too yellow for me and dark. But I'm going to use it because it's what I've got today. So just dabbing that on and blending it in with a brush here. But you can see it's kind of yellow. It's definitely not my shade. Ranger's barking. Keith must be picking up the trash cans or doing something. Even though it's raining, we bought a bunch of flowers and some rose bushes, butterfly bushes and stuff yesterday. So he's working on that stuff, even though it's sprinkling off and on. He's out there doing that. So that's that. So yeah, I don't really have an issue, like I said, with the formula of this. It's just the color is wrong. I'm going to zoom in a little. I never know how to zoom in on this camera. I haven't done it yet. There we go. There. Okay, yeah, that's better for Get Ready With Me, I think. All right, and then I'm going to use my concealer, or my contour stick. This thing looks so grody, I know, but I've been using it like every day. I have been loving this. It's become like an essential in my, I gotta move my mirror now that I zoomed in. It's become an essential in my makeup routine, especially even if I just am in a hurry and I do my nose. And I don't need anybody, I say this with the utmost respect, I don't need anybody to say, you're doing it wrong, because to me, it's just what makes me happy, what feels good to me, what I'm comfortable with, you know. I mean, constructive criticism or suggestions are always appreciated, but when someone just flat out says, you're not doing that right, or whatever, that kind of annoys me. Just keeping it real, right? And then I'm going to put a little bit just in my here. So we have that also. So I'm also going to use those new highlighter sticks that I hauled and the new bronzer. I have my ceiling fan on, so if you hear it humming, I apologize, and it's kind of blowing my little hairs around. But, yeah, I'm having a hot flash or something going on. I don't know. And it's not even hot out today. It's like 68 degrees, and I'm sweating. I'm going to go back to my contour stick and put some right here in the bridge of my nose. I think that really, and at the tip. I think that really makes a difference. And with this, I just kind of barely blend it. My nose is so wide. Okay, now I'm going to use, for blush, I'm going to use the Rose Gold highlighting stick right here. And we'll just see how this works. I don't know. It's a cream, obviously. And I can deepen it up with bronzer if I need to. But I'm just going to kind of dab it around, and then I'm going to blend it in. Now, it's very glowy, as you can see. That's okay. We're gonna put some powder over that, so don't be afraid. And I'm just kind of like lightly blending with my brush, just barely. And it's creamy. It blends nicely. Now, I know, like, okay, so you can see it adds texture on my cheek, but for me, personally, it's not a big deal. I don't mind it, and I'm gonna put a little powder over it, like I said. And I don't know, you know, it's like everybody talks about how you shouldn't, you know, after you get of a certain age, you have to do this and do that. To heck with that, that's what I say. I mean, you guys know I'm like that anyways, but I don't know. I don't mind it. I don't mind it, you know? I don't mind it. My skin has texture. My life has texture, you know? Okay, so we got that on, which I think it's a pretty shade. And then I'm going to put some powder down over it, and then we'll add some bronzer, and we'll go back to that other highlighting stick. So this is just my Besame, or it's not Besame anymore, sorry. I finished up my Besame powder, and I showed this powder, recently. I think I talked about it, or did I not haul it? Maybe I didn't show it. Anyways, I ran out of my Besame Violet powder, and I really had liked the Besame pink vanilla Vanilla Rose Brightening Powder. That's what it's called. Best Made Vanilla Rose Brightening Powder. And I really liked it. But Best Made powders are expensive. And so what I did was I kind of went online and I was looking for dupes for it. Now see, when I put that over here, it kind of helps that. Do you see what I mean? I mean, it's still glowy and luminous, but it's not as like, bam, you know? Okay, anyways, back to the powder. So I kind of searched for dupes for the Vanilla Rose Brightening Powder from Best Made. And one of the things that came up was the Ben Nye Pink Powder. And it was really cheap. So I went ahead and I ordered it off of eBay. And I got 3 ounces of loose powder for like $9, I think. It was really inexpensive. And so I had this empty, because it comes in a bottle. It doesn't come like in a thing with a sifter. It comes like in a bottle. And so I needed a container for it. And I had just finished up this one. So I dumped some of it in here. And I'll just refill this. So I'm touching my face and I don't feel tacky or anything anymore. But as you can see, I've definitely still got some luminosity to my skin. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with the bronzing pearls, and the shade is Bronze. I hauled this the other day. Now the video that I hauled this in, that I showed you guys, I kind of had too much. So this is what it looks like. I'll just show you guys really quick. These loose pearls, I had too much on. And I know I had too much on, but you know. So we're going to try to go a little bit lighter, and I'm just going to go around my hairline. Just around the hairline there. So even though I'm like pretty fair, I don't think this is anything like too dark or anything. And I'm going to go a little bit over in this cheek area too. I'm going to put some on my neck. And somebody asked about how do I keep these out of my brush. You don't, but you just have to remember, after you swirl your brush, tap your brush inside the container and those balls will fall right out of it, the little pearls. But I do like the shade. The lighter shade is a little bit warmer, even though it's lighter. And I kind of like how this is a little bit more reddish toned. So, alright, so we have a little bit of that on. And then I really don't need more highlight, but I want to show the other one. So, for the sake of a demo, I will be super, super glowy. So let me grab the other one. Nope, that's the one I just used. So this one is called Champagne. We'll put a little bit of this on the bridge of my nose. So that's what this one looks like. I'm going to go ahead and just put some on my finger. And I'm going to put it over the bridge here. I don't know if that's doing anything or not. And we'll put some on the tip. Oh, there, you can see it on the tip for sure. Yep, I can see it there. And we'll put a little bit on the forehead. Just kind of brushing it around. Well, why not, right? Just a little. Go with that. Alright, next I'm going to put some eye primer on. The Avon eyeshadow primer is in the outlet right now. I don't know if it's still available, but it is in the outlet for campaign 13. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It came with a kit that I bought a while ago from Macy's. So I'm using it. It's a full size, so it's going to take me a while. But it works okay. It's not my favorite. I much prefer the Avon. I prefer my e.l.f. And I even prefer the Urban Decay more than this. But this still is not bad. I think, most eyeshadow primers are the same. You know, it's like your basic eyeshadow primer, you know. But, yeah. So I'm going to let that sit for a minute. And I'm going to draw in my eyebrows really quick. And I'm going to use, because I'm trying to do a full face and I'm slow, I'm going to just do my quickest method for brows, which is my IT Cosmetics Brow Power. It seems to do the best for me for that. Like, a lot of times I'll use the Benefit Gimme Brow, like, pomade stuff. And then I go over it with a powder. And then, you know, it's like multi-step. But today, because we're kind of in a hurry, because it takes me forever, I'm just going to go ahead. I think this is a really good, and I know it's not Avon, but I think it's a really good, quick brow product. Where it is passable. I mean, it might not always be like perfect, but it's passable. It's going to give you good coverage and shape and everything, definition, without taking a long time to do. This one looks a little bit darker to me. I don't know if it's just the lighting or what. We'll call that good. And then I'm going to set it with my Benefit Brow Gel. Sorry if you hear my stomach growling. I just ate some cottage cheese and blueberries and strawberries, which was yummy. Alright, now I'm going to go into, and this is going to be like a simple look. So I'm going into my Warm Sunrise Quad, and I'm just going to do like a one shadow thing here. Probably with this number 3 shade, and I'm just barely putting any on my brush. And I'm just using a blending brush. I just want a little bit of color there. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to film my campaign 13 video, although I will probably upload that one before this one. And then I'm also going to take this big brush, and I'm just going to put down a little bit of that same shade on my lid. I'm not doing anything fancy today for an eye. I'm just keeping it simple and quick here. And then I'm going to go over it with the Glimmershadow in Fool's Gold. Alright, so I got the Glimmershadow handy. I have like a hair or something. It's driving me nuts. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over the lid. It's so pretty. And I'm just patting it around with my finger. I didn't mean to get some underneath there. Oh well. I didn't really need that other powder shadow on the lid. It's just that sometimes I think it looks better if it has a bit of a base to stick to, because sometimes liquid shadows don't always give you the most even coverage, and so it's nice that it's got a base underneath it to kind of even it out. I'm going to go ahead and do another coat just for extra oomph, because I'm an addict to the glitter. Okay. Yep, and I already got transferred down into my lower lash line, but that's okay. I don't care. I do not care. And I'm going to let that dry. It dries quickly anyways, but I'm going to let it dry for just a second, and I'm going to put on some lips. This is the Lip Glow in Grandeur. I'm going to put that on, and then we'll do some liner and my mascara. I'm going to try a liquid liner, you guys. I'm scared to try to do liquid liner on camera. So that's Grandeur. I think that's a pretty shade. Alright, so we are going to try to do the liquid liner. Now, disclaimer, I do not do my liquid liner the greatest. I'm not a pro at it, and I also hold the tube funky because of my hands. So you're going to see me putting it on unevenly, going back, filling in, that kind of thing. It is what it is. I can't help it. And I'm just going to do the top lash line. Now this is the Avon Precise Liquid Liner Pen, I believe is the technical name of it. I've been wearing this a lot lately. This and the Hunter Green shade. And I also have it in the Sapphire Blue, which is really pretty for the summer, with just like a one shadow look or no eyeshadow at all. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to call it good enough for that one. And I don't know if this makes a difference, but I always shake it up for some reason in between eyes. I don't know if you need to or not. It's just what I do. Try the other one. This is the one I have more trouble with because I can't see as well with my left eye as I can with my right. Plus these glitters in the liquid shadow kind of make it skip. So I always kind of go back in there and like dab it. I know I don't have like a smooth line, but my eyelids are very wrinkly, and so that's just something that happens. And to be honest with you, this isn't like a tutorial. If I was like a makeup artist or something, I would try to make it better. But this is just me slapping on some crap on my face, right? Okay, we're going to call that one done too. And then lastly, so like I said, this is the Super Extend Precise Liquid Pen. I don't know if it's going to show up. Oh, you're not going to be able to see it. Super Extend Liquid Pen. Precise LMNOP. I don't know what it's called. So now I'm going to use my Love at First Lash Mascara. And the only shade it comes in is black. So that's what it is. Woo, I am glowy. And I'm only going to do top lashes. That's how I've been doing it lately. I don't think I put any eyeliner on. Oops. Did I get it on me? I don't think I put any eyeliner on my lower lash line or mascara on my lower lashes in like 2 weeks. Or at least a week and a half. This is just the way I've been doing it lately. I don't know, something different, you know. I'm going to need another tube of this pretty soon because I'm almost out. But the Super Extend Lengthening Mascara is on sale. This campaign 13 for like $6.99. I was thinking about ordering that. But then I also have 2 other mascaras open that are not Avon. And so I was like, well, you could always just finish those and then repurchase another Avon. Okay. Boy, this went pretty painless, you guys. I thought for sure I'd mess up on the eyeliner and the mascara and everything. Like you know, so I'm going to zoom back out. Alright, so that's all it is. Just simple, simple, simple look for today. And actually, let me grab my... Hold on one second. I need to grab my setting spray. There we go. I've finished up my other MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus in the rose. So now I'm trying to finish up this coconut one, but I got to give my mascara a minute to dry. So, excuse me, so I don't have any smears with it. But yeah, so that was the Dazzle Drops. And it only comes in one shade mixed with the Flawless Liquid Foundation. And the 2 highlighting sticks, Rose Gold and Champagne. I used the Warm Sunrise Eyeshadow Quad. The Glimmershadow in Fool's Gold. Love It First Lash Mascara. Grandeur Lip Glow, which is a very comfortable lip gloss. My contour stick in shade Light, which I've been using like non-stop lately. And the eyeliner in the Super Extend Precise Liquid Pen in Black. But I also really recommend the Hunter Green as well. Alright, so I'm going to use this now. And there we go. That's that. Now I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to do something with this hair, and then I will come back and I'll see you guys for the Campaign 13 video. Alright, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.